Hey everyone, welcome back to The Prestige, where we dive into the UFC matchups with data-driven insights. Today, we're breaking down the explosive main event at UFC 324, Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. If you're new to the UFC, this is a clash between battle-tested veteran and a rising star with flashy finishes. We'll keep it simple for the beginners and pack in the stats that the experts crave. Let's jump in section by section. First up is the fight style interaction map. This is basically how these two warriors' approaches clash in the octagon. Gaethje's primary style is a pressure striker. He pushes forward like a storm, throwing heavy hands, keeping opponents on their heels, and his secondary is a defensive wrestler. He's good at stuffing takedowns to stay on his feet. Pimblett's primary is submission grappler. He is all about getting the fight to the ground to get chokes or arm bars. Secondary is volume striker. He throws a lot of punches to set up those takedowns. The preferred phases of the fight, Gaethje wants to keep distance striking where he can apply pressure and land bombs from mid-range, and Pimblett prefers the ground phase for controls and submissions. Phases to avoid. Gaethje hates extended ground time. Submissions are a big risk there. Pimblett avoids prolonged stand-up, where power shots can pile up and hurt him. How and when they collide, their styles meet head-to-head on the transition zone from striking to grappling. Gaethje's forward march invites Pimblett's takedown tries, but Gaethje's sprawl, and that's his ability to defend and stay upright, forces messy scrambles. If Pimblett gets it down, his jiu-jitsu goes hunting for finishes against Gaethje's explosive escapes. And if you think about it, it's like a tug of war. Gaethje pulls for stand-up chaos and Pimblett for ground control. Now, let's map out their win funnels. It's like a game plan flow chart for victory. Gaethje's win funnel starts with forward pressure and those nasty leg kicks to slow Pimblett's movement and mess up his setups. And then it builds with high volume power striking, breaking down defenses round by round. And then it ends with a knockout or technical knockout from accumulated head trauma. Gaethje's finisher, folks. And Pimblett's win funnel is to use his volume strikes to close in for clinch grabs, and then lock in the top position on the ground for dominance, and then take a submission from guard or mount. Pimblett's a wizard on the ground. For newcomers, a funnel is like a recipe. You start with the ingredients, you cook it, and serve it with the finish. Experts, Gaethje's 68% takedown defense versus Pimblett's 28% takedown accuracy is a big changer. And here are the strengths that each brings specifically to this matchup. Gaethje, his devastating knockout power, exploits Pimblett's habit of leaving his chin out during aggressive moves, and Gaethje lands bombs that ends nights and careers. Elite takedown defense at 68% shuts down Paddy's 29% takedown success, keeping it standing right where Gaethje shines. And his proven 5-round stamina from title fights targets Pimblett's lack of deep round experience, and Gaethje's a marathon runner in a sprint world. Now for Pimblett, he has a high submission rate, 1.68 per 15 minutes, and he preys on Gaethje's ground vulnerabilities if they hit the mat. He has strong control time, 27% of his fights, which wears out Gaethje's high strike absorption through grinding grapples. Youth and quick recovery. He's 31 versus Gaethje's 37, and recent camp hiccups like gym issues put Gaethje on the background a little bit. Now, for the beginners, strengths are like superpowers tailored to the opponent. Experts, Pimblett's sub rate is top tier, but Gaethje's only been subbed twice in 31 fights. It's a tough matchup. On the flip side, the weaknesses could get exploited. Gaethje absorbs a ton of strikes, 7.18 per minute, and Pimblett's accurate distance volume, 48%, could crack up some damage. Camp disruptions. Gaethje had a power outage. He had two coaches get sick, might cause fatigue, letting Pimblett take over late. His aggressive pressure opens windows for Pimblett's sneaky takedowns on overextensions. And Pimblett, he has an exposed chin during forward pushes, which is perfect for Gaethje's leg kicks and counters, which could drop him early. Now he has a low success chance on takedowns, which is 29%, and that should get neutralized by Gaethje's sprawl and heavy base. And he's only 3-2 in 5 rounders, which exposes him to Gaethje's championship level pace. Now for newbies, weaknesses are Achilles' heels, spots where opponents can take advantage of, and for experts, Gaethje absorption is high, but his chin holds up. Pimblett's takedown percentage drops against the top defense opponent. Now the hidden detail that was uncovered by the numbers is Pimblett's 0 knockdowns absorbed in the UFC, despite his aggressive style, against Gaethje's high knockdown output. Why it's missed is that the story will paint Pimblett as chinny from his bold charges, ignoring his actual durability stats. And when it appears is the mid to late rounds, if Gaethje's early power doesn't connect clean, and it'll benefit Pimblett, and it lets him survive and shift the matchup into the grappling. Now, for beginners, it's like a secret weapon stat. Experts, 0 knockdowns absorbed in 10 fights is elite resilience, flipping the glass chin narrative. Our 100,000 Monte Carlo Sims crunched the data, and Gaethje starts with a 65% win probability from striking and experience, tweaked 5% for camp issues, and then we added a 5% boost to Pimblett for youth and submission bonuses. 5-round formats favor Gaethje's endurance. Finishes are biased by stats, so Gaethje's heavy on KOs, Pimblett by submissions. It's very volatile. It's very chaotic. It's over 70% finish rate. We have Gaethje with a 64.9, 65% chance to win. 48.7% of that is by knockout, 3.2% by submission, and 13% by decision, whereas Pimblett has a 6.9% knockout and a 21.1% submission and a 7.1% by decision, leaving him a 35% chance to win. Now, the most common finish window is round 1, and it's very chaotic, so expect fireworks. Now, for newbies, sims are like running the fight thousands of times on a computer. Experts, volatility from high finish rates means anything can happen. So in summary, Gaethje's pressure and knockout power will overwhelm Pimblett's grappling bids, leading to a mid-fight finish as strikes build damage in stand-up, where Gaethje rules. His win funnel wins without takedown stuffs and 5-round grit, though Pimblett's hidden chin lets him hang briefly before the storm does hit. What do you think? Gaethje KO, Pimblett sub? Drop your picks below. I read every comment. Hit like if this breakdown helped. Subscribe for more UFC deep dives and turn on notifications for the full card series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.